Hey, everybody. Wow. It's 5 o'clock and it's your time. You know what? This is how excited I am. Yeah. This is how excited I am to spill those beats, to spill the deets, to give you some juicy stuff that I have been experiencing. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. All right, let me turn this music off here because I am so excited here. I was just having my little me time here. Hello, everybody. It is that time. I promised that I was going to come up in here and share with you what I have been doing and what my experiences are in reference to this particular thing. How is everyone doing? Come on in, come on in. Let me know if you're going to be happening live. I know some people might be at work and wherever you are on this big blue marble. I want you to make sure you catch the replay because this is going to be exciting and it's going to be life changing because I sat on this thing for about a year, my friends. Yeah, because you know what, before I come to you with it, I got to prove it right. Yep, I sat on it for about a year and it took me a while. Sometimes some things take time, like really take time. Gold, how gold is mined. They get that raw material and they gotta hammer it and pound it and heat it and hammer it. Hey, girlfriend, hammer it and heat it and make it into what they want to be. Sometimes it takes time. And I'm telling you, because gonna share this with you today, I took the time. And now I'm so obsessed. Yes, I am obsessed with this, what I found. But guess what? So I want you to come on in. I want you to make sure you leave comments at the end, whenever, ask me questions, whatever it is I can answer now. This is going to be real nice and sweet. You're going to be so loving it. All right. So my name is Yvette Garrell. I never done. You're right. Got a work in progress. My name, work in progress, girlfriend. Never done. I am Yvette Garrell, and I want to share with you something today that has really blessed my life, and share it with you. I'm not here to convince anybody to do anything. I'm just sharing something with you that has really impacted my life. And when something impacts your life or you find something that is favorable, you want to share it. It's no use keeping it to yourself. No good. Always want to share it. Let somebody else has a get the opportunity um to experience it. That's what life is all about. I was at this particular place once, and I'm telling you, this particular person did not want to share information with some students. Can you imagine? Because he felt that the students were gonna come and take his job. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Not so anymore. Information is meant to be shared. Enrich everybody's life. Enrich everybody's life. Enrich everybody's life. And then your life will be better. All right, so I'm not going to take up a lot of your time today because I know you guys going to have a lot of questions, which, leave them in the comments. I'll definitely come back and I'll answer them, okay? So, so what is it that I've been talking about? Now, over the years, so many years, over the years, maybe in the last 3 to 5 years, I have been like really struggling with this health condition. Okay. I've been really strong. I'm gonna tell you the story. I've been really struggling with this health condition, all unbeknown to me that I had this little thing going on. So I've been like challenged. I've been challenged and I've been working on it. I mean, you name the doctors, I'm going everywhere and we're spending all this, money, medication, have this attack after attack. But you got to take care of yourself, regardless. You have to take care of yourself. But, you always got to be searching and looking. What is it that you might be able to use that can help you out? Always. The doctors have been trained and, they're professionals in their skill and so on and so forth. But I'm from a little country in the islands that when my parents were around and we used to get sick, they used to give us stuff to drink that we had no idea. We had no idea, but it worked. You couldn't ask any questions anyway. Even if they told you, they still wouldn't even figure it out. But it worked. So, I said to myself, everything, there's all kinds of stuff out there, but we got to search the matter out. That's what the good book tells us to do. Search the matter out. You cannot just settle for, okay, you hear about this pen is black and be like, are there any other colors out there? So you've got to search the matter out all the time. You've got to check things out for yourself. So I came down with this thing called asthma. Yeah, nobody in my family has asthma. Nobody. And so I think I was special, but I think that was really strange. I think I was special, but I thought I was really strange. How on earth I come down with this thing? I know it's not hereditary. I have no idea. Maybe I was exposed to something. I have no idea. What I do know is that it gives me, my mama would say, a heck of a time sometimes, and just leaves me with this coughing, and this continuous, um, uh, I don't know, I can't even explain. But anyway, I just know that it bothers me a lot. I don't like it. I don't like it because when I love to travel, you know, I love to travel. And can you imagine in the pandemic, you can't even cough. Oh my goodness, you cannot cough because once you cough, you got COVID. Hello. So I spent all of I don't even know where I went in 2020. I don't know how many times I like go outside. It was so depressing. Really just made me feel like, oh my goodness, because this coughing, can't go nowhere. You cough, people look on you like this, you're strange, 2021. And I was like, man, I got to get something to get this thing under control, right? I got to do something about my health so that I can not have these experiences. Because as I said, I love to travel. And I'm telling you, like for the few times that I would get out in last 2021 and go somewhere, oh my goodness, you have no idea. I had to make sure that I didn't cough. So, oh, it's like control, control, control. That's not life. That's not the life I want to live. That's not the life I want to live. So I was in constant motion, was in constant search to find something that could, I believe, readjust my body or align something. I don't know. But I'm asking questions and I'm on the internet and I'm on the telephone and I've been searching. Okay, so that's just my rant and rave. It's horrible because I was told by my doctor that I have the coughing asthma. I was like, coughing asthma? Yeah. I remember when people had, I know of persons who had that respiratory condition, they had that breathing thing, like the shortness of breath. I'm like, I cannot even conceive about this coughing asthma. I'm like, well, I'm not a medical doctor. So if the that's what the diagnosis says, coughing asthma, but it bothers me. I got to tell you, friends, it really bothers me. And, you go places, you have to be in the company of, you have to be coughing, coughing, coughing. It is horrible. Not a good feeling. But I lived through it for a while and I'm still going through, but I am much better. Much, much, much better. Take that off the table. Take that off the table. So in my search, in my, in my looking and contemplating, and I'm like, okay, I gotta find something. But yeah, found a lot of things, got a lot of advice, got a lot of things to use and to help to really curtail this thing. But I got two sound advice from um, one was I think it's a naturopathic doctor, and the other one from my primary care. But when I got when the conversation was raised and I got those advice, I started to think because about a year ago, my friend, my friend, uh, she didn't introduce me. I saw her doing something, and I was like, ah, that's interesting. And I got my nose up in there. Yes, I got nosy. Got my nose up in there. And I wanted to find out. I'm like, what's she doing? So I called her up one day. I'm like, what is that you're doing? And then she said, I'm doing, she told me what she was doing and pointed me to some information. I started to read. So I was thinking back on that conversation because when my friend introduced me to what she was doing, I thought about it. I'm like, that's kind of pretty cool, but didn't show any interest. Didn't show any interest until, but I'm looking, I'm nosy and I'm watching her and she's doing stuff. And I'm like, that's really interesting. I want to, I think one of these days I want to do that. But what got me to the point where I was like, started to look a little bit more in what my friend was doing was when one person said to me, you need to add this particular thing to your diet, some more of that. I'm like, okay. And then the other medical professional said to me that you need to add this particular thing to your diet, some more of that. Because I added it to my diet, because I suffer with the same thing that you're suffering with, only that I don't cough, but I do have that condition. I'm like, interesting. Interesting. So now I begin to think, I'm like, my friend is, then we going back and forth talking about this thing. And I'm like, So now I got a little bit more nosy because I'm pairing things together and I'm thinking I'm doing because I need the help, right? I need the help, but I'm not gonna just dive into something for the sake. But I'm gonna listen and I'm gonna follow instructions, but I need to help myself. So I'm pairing the information, I'm pairing this and I'm pairing that, and I said, okay, let's give this thing a try. Ah, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy because remember now, it's new. It's new to me. And I'm like, I was getting really tired of all these new introduction. You're trying this, you're trying that because you want to get well. You want to get well but sometimes that's what you have to do. So I had a lot of hesitation jumping into this thing, jumping onto because when I mirrored what the medical professions were telling me to what this young lady was doing, I'm like, that's interesting. But there was another side to it, and I do my little investigation, I do my research. So when I jumped into that and started to discover what the thing was actually doing for me, I was like, let me do a little bit more. Let me do a little bit more. And so I found it really interesting and exciting and helpful. So I said, let me begin to share this thing. It's not the end all be all now. Don't get me wrong. Not the end all be all, but it has done something for me. It has done something for me and what I've been going through. And when I see the testimonials of other people, I realize that it has far more rich benefits um, than I than I could imagine. So I am always in the business of I'm in the business of building businesses online. I am a network marketer and I build my business online, right? Yeah. So I build it online because I want to leverage the power of social media. I want to leverage everything social media on the virtual platform because that's where we're heading, my friends. We're not going back to the 15 years ago. We're not going back. We might go back a little bit, but we're moving forward. This is a forward motion train that stopped at this station. I'm like, I love this station. I love social media. I love being on social media, for whatever it's worth. It's amusing, it's entertaining, it's educational, empowering. It does a lot. And remember when we were locked in? Hmm, what did we have? When we were locked in, we had social media. It took the place of something that we missed. We missed a face-to-face interaction, and it made us become so antisocial. I have to tell you, a kind of way with this touchy feeling. I see you, I shake your hand, but it also improved our lives for in front of millions of people all over the world. So I'd be like, hey, that's perfect. That's perfect to share what I have to share. So because I do a business online, I can leverage. Yeah, I can leverage. Yeah. That's the power of the online community. You can leverage what you have, share it with everyone. And if anyone wants to find out more about it, they're welcome. So, how did I move past my hesitation? Right? How did I stop worrying about the fear of sharing? Stop worrying about the fear of talking about my situation. Stop worrying about what people think. I was I was in this group recently, and this lady, she was talking, and she said, why do y'all care about what people think? They don't pay your bills. They don't pay your bills. You care about what they say. They're not even thinking about you. I had to take a pause on that because it's so natural for us to, think about what other people are thinking about us. Oh, and they're maybe not even thinking about us. That's a mindset thing, right? So we've got to snap out of that. So for me, I had to start thinking because I grew up, we grew up around in my era, always conscious about what people are thinking about you. Now it's a new day. I got to wake up. Who cares what people think about you? You're going to do your business. You're going to do you. You're going to do for you, help everybody. And you're just going to keep getting up because if we get hung up into what people think about us and to what people think about what we're doing and what, just our lifestyle, then we're in trouble because your life is now hung up into the balance of another person's who is not even thinking about you. And that's and so she went on and she expounded on that, and that's okay, but that was something for me because I am always taught to care about the other person. Yes, of course, absolutely, but they didn't actually say get yourself wrapped up in. If they say move, you move. If they say don't move, you sit. Yeah, so that's another day for that. Anyway, so so my fear of sharing and coming to share this, I was like, should I do this or should I just continue on my merry way, do what I am doing? And no, I don't have to tell anybody. Don't have to tell anybody my business, right? Yes, but we share things that are going well for us. We share the good, we share the bad, we share our stories here on social media because we are all imperfect beings, right? None of us are perfect. Yeah, we come on and carry on like we're perfectionists, but we aspire, but we're not. We are all imperfect beings, and we fail, we fall, we have fears, and we crawl up behind the door, and we snort. This lady always say we snort and we snob, and things go bad sometimes. We have to adapt and we have to adjust and we have to change and all that because we're humans. Yes, we're humans. So guess what? How did I move past my fears and my hesitation? When I saw what the this particular product was doing for other people, when I saw what it did for me, and what I saw when like I would read and I would talk to people and get confirmation, and I said, haha, this is an opportunity this is an opportunity for me to share what this particular how this particular product has helped me. So I I can, it's gonna take me like the whole afternoon to kind of go in all the details for you here. But what are some of the things that I have found out about this particular thing? Number one, it is made up. When I read through the a lot of the ingredients that were in some of this stuff, I remember some of them from back home. Yes, I I remember some of them from back home that people in my village. I remember my mom, she used to, they used to, this older gentleman that worked in the hills, he used to bring down some of them, and my mom used to boil them and drink them. I'm like, disgusting. Disgusting. I'm like, what is that you're drinking, mama? Yeah. So I remember some of those things by name. Never had them. But my mom used to drink a lot of them because she had a lot of ailments as well. That, she had to seek the natural stuff for them. So when I was reading through, I'm like, I know this, I know that, I know this. And all of those things, I'm like, this isn't interesting. So I'm making full circle. And I know all over the world, they have so many different natural substances that people use all the time. They might not share it with you. They write it in books, that you can go and purchase this and purchase that. But I'm gonna share it with you. So what I found out, all this stuff, natural stuff, that one, I don't know about you, but the pandemic was, I mean, even now, it was a stressful time for me. It was really, really stressful. Really, really stressful because I thought about my family members. I thought about my brother who was sick. I thought about my sister who is sick. I think about, like when I go out and I'm like, I suffer from an upper respiratory. I'm like, oh my God, there's a people who have respiratory, yada, yada. I was like, oh my goodness. So it was really stressful for me. But taking this particular product helped me out, helped me to calm down, worked on the stress because the stress factor was really high, my friends. I mean, every second you hear this person, this person, that person, and all of that. I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't want to hear about anybody is sick in the hospital or moved on. It was hard. It was really hard. And especially now, you remember you couldn't go anywhere. You were all in lockdown, stress. So I found that that particular product helped me out really well with my stress. Yeah. That was huge for me. Okay. Then, because I don't know who knows, when I'm under stress, it raises my anxiety and I cough. Yes. Uh, don't ask me. But yeah, it makes me become, and I'll begin to cough and become overheated and all of that good stuff. So, it's like a lot of little nuances, but that helps me out. So, I really realized that not only that it helped me out that way, hmm, I found out that I wasn't all this tired all the time. Helped my energy. Wasn't I wasn't all tired all the time, and some of the products when I go to bed at night, I don't know about you, but I thought I would sleep, but I wake up the morning, I am so tired. Helped me to get a good night rest. So when one medical professional told me and said, you need to include that particular thing in your diet. And I've said, okay, now I match that with that particular product and has helped me out very well because he said, I have to take that one. You can take that one and it helps out with your upper respiratory thing. I'm not a doctor now. I'm not claiming anything here, but I'm just telling you what I was told. And when I decided to do whatever to use his product, it has helped me because I am trying to get better here because most of my problem is my upper respiratory. And he said that helps you. And he explained all that. I'm not going to go into that in medic. I might just mess it up. But I'm going to just do. And it helps me out. So I'll be like, this is pretty cool. Yeah. So it helped me out. So the products has been phenomenal. Not only with my respiratory situation and my stress level and the energy, but I get some good sleep. And that helps me. I figure it all connects with my situation. So I get to sleep because I'm telling you, I have sometimes have to prop up on 3, 4, 5 pillows. Yeah. Because by the time I lie down, if you know anything about, if you did biology in school, you know that in your lungs you have those alveoli, those follicles, right? And when you lie down, for those of you who do the biology, they if they have too much mucus, then they tend to lie down as well. Now if you're not getting enough oxygen in your lungs, then they're not gonna be like, they're gonna be like So that triggers off the cough. So with all that I'm telling you and all that, it's, I can explain it. I'm not a doctor, but it all worked out because now I don't have to go on 3, 4, 5 pillows up myself. No, I can lie down and sleep and get my good sleep. Yes, because that what it's in there and it's helping me. Now we all know about this hype around people want to have strong nails, and I already had beautiful hair, so I didn't even worry about that. Yep, I had beautiful hair, got it from my mama. Yeah, and people want to have nice glowing skin. Yeah, had that from my mama too. Yep, look just like her right now. And and so Michelle, hi, how are you? So I got all of that from my mama. So I wasn't worried about that. What I was worried about for me was my mental clarity. Because as you get older and you go under stress and so on and so forth, you tend to your memory and you, or you become forgetful, and then you tend to forget, not only forget, but clarity, my friends, clarity. So I was like, okay, but I am an education a person by trade, all these degrees and so on and so forth. Did a lot of studying. Yes, did a lot of studying, did the biology, did the human anatomy, and all of that good stuff. We talk about amino acids. You know anything about amino acids? Now, amino acids are the building blocks of our cells. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So when I found out that this product was really gonna be right up in my cells, I was like, hello. I raised my hand because now you, I remember reading quite some time, maybe about 10 years ago, I was reading on this products that go hit the cellular level are really more, that's where the absorption takes place. We're not going to talk about human biology today, but absorption takes place in the cells. And when the products get to your cellular level, then you have more absorption. So I was like, I know that. And I know about amino acids. Amino acids are the building blocks of protein. Hello. And so we break that down. I know about that as well. So I said, pretty interesting, because that's something that a lot of products don't hit your cellular level. We're not going to go into that. We're not knocking any product, but there are some products that they don't hit the cellular level. Your body got to process them, and before they get there. And so, if when you can find something that actually, when you take it, it goes into your cells not long after, then you're getting more out of that particular product. So this particular thing, and not only the products, my friend, the so when I called back the young lady and I said, seems as if some things are jiving right here, because I've heard two things from two different persons in reference to some of the things that you got over here. So I like what you got. I really do. I absolutely love what you have here, because not only it's helping me, it has helped a number of persons. And I like what I see, and I like the biological aspect of it. I like that part, and the scientific part of it as well. And I know that everything has the science. I love the natural products that you got up in there. I do. I absolutely do. I remember some of them. I probably, if I go back home now and go to the hills, I can find some of them. Yes, I can find some of them, and they're used. People take them separately, but now we got them into um, one cohesive mass. That's absolutely phenomenal. So, what I'm here today to let you know that I have found something that I'm so obsessed with. And I'm gonna give you a joke, and I'm gonna close out, because if you want to know more about this thing, if you really, yeah, you gotta this one. We're not gonna go past the 30 minutes. We're almost there. If you really, really want, you want to know more about what I'm talking about, then you just send me a message. Just leave in the comments wherever, some people hook me up on WhatsApp, call me, whatever. But I want to give you this, and I'm gonna close. You're gonna laugh. I was talking to someone last week, And the person said to me, he wanted to know my age. You know how it is. They want to know your age. Everybody wants to know your age. And I always say, you better guess that. You're going to have to guess my age because I ain't telling you. And the person said a number. I said, keep guessing. Could never guess my age. He said, you don't look that. Well, he said, if you go past that particular number, you know something is wrong there. No, I know my age. Unless my mom didn't register me. Unless my mom didn't register me correctly. But I know my age. But he said, if you pass that number, no, that's not right. I said, well, yes, I'm right. Just say this to say that when you take care of yourself, when you put the right things in the right place that does the right job, you can lose. But first, you got to take care of yourself. Self-care is so important. And it took me a while, to figure this, to kind of get some help from my situation. But found something and I'm so obsessed with this. I love it. I love it. And I wanted to share with you because I know a lot of people suffer in silence. They'll never come out and, talk about their story like that. I mean, we all have story and I can tell you, I don't have a lot of the ailments that a lot of people have. So I give him praise. Always want to give him praise, give him thanks, that people suffer with, except that one thing. That one thing. And I'm like, nope, I'm not supposed to have that one thing. We all gonna get something, but I'm telling you. So, but I am grateful. I am grateful. I'm thankful because not only that, I don't have a multitude of ailments, but the one that I am struggling with, I found something that's helping me out. I want to share that with you. So send me a message, you know, direct message me, book me up on WhatsApp, call me. It's YvetteGarrell.com. If you want to find me on my website, right here on my personal page, send me a message, whatever. You know how to find me. Michelle, hurry up and tell me I want to be like you when I grow up. That's right, girl. Better be like me when you grow up, because guess what? I got to learn to keep up with the grandbabies. I got to have that energy. But, and that's no joke, but I just wanted to share, and this is serious. I'm laughing, but this is really serious because I know that a lot of us don't take care of ourselves. And everybody has a different, you know, different genealogy, but you have to take care of yourself. Whatever it is, figure it out and do something about your situation. Don't just sit there and, as much as you can, ask questions, do your research, whatever it is, but don't sit there. Something is going on with your body, the Lord said He wants us to have good health and to prosper. Hello, good health and prosperity, my friends. Yeah, He didn't say one or the other, He said both. So we want you to learn about this thing and to get it in your toolbox. If you need more information, we got that. And so I want to introduce that to you, but let me know. And for now, I'm going to tune out because I know I'll be back to share more good stuff about this thing. And you're going to be like so happy. There are lots of stuff out there, but there are some that not everything is for everyone. I'm going to tell you what's for me, what has worked for me. So I'm sure I'm going to hear from some people, and I want to hear from you because I want to share this thing with you. It is good. And I'm going to hop off now because I do have another meeting to get ready for. But before I go to that, I'm going to go outside. I'm going to get some fresh air. Yeah, that's important too, right? Take a walk, get some fresh air, do your little jumping jacks. Yeah, so we can take care of ourselves. But my friends, this has been it has been an interesting journey, and I haven't even wrapped up all the journey yet. So, talk to me one-on-one. I'll spill some more beans for this journey, but I remember specifically sitting up in this place in 2020 and 2021 was depressing for me. And you have to get help, whether you talk to someone, get some kind of help, something, because yeah, it's real. Mental clarity is important. Yes. So until then, my friends, I'm looking forward to hear with you. Drop in the comments what you want to know. You want to call me, whatever, just let me know, and I'll be happy to share. And I'll talk to some of you soon. I'm right up in here on Friday when I'll probably talk a little bit more about this or talk about something else. This is my personal profile. So, but I'll see some people around. Thank you, Margene. Thank you, Michelle, for hopping on. And definitely I'll share with you. So happy that folks could take time out of their day to hop on to listen to my gobble gobble. But it's true. It's working for me. And I am happy. I'm happy and I'm always smiling. Okay. Yes, I'm always smiling and I want you to be smiling too. So take care, guys. I see you soon. Bye.